Welcome back, everyone! Are you ready for the final showdown, perhaps? Again? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how much more we have left, everyone. I thought we had 1 or 2 episodes left. For all I know, maybe this is going to be a really short end part 3, but we don't know yet. We do not know yet. March 15th, 3:33 a.m., Theatrum Neutralis Lobby.
Mr. Alba, I requested you testify once more.
I mean, like I said, for all we know, we're ending the game today, in which case you're going to see finale, and it's like, oh, wow, I mean, this is a really short end part 3, apparently. And then my 1 or 2 episode prediction ends up being right after all, but I don't feel like that's going to happen. I could be wrong, but like I said, you know, you'll see it when the episode comes out.
I requested you testify once more.
As if there was anything else for me to testify about.
I still have yet to fully prove that it was Mr. Alba who murdered Mr. Koshin. Well, I would like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. I wonder if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatrum Neutralis.
Very well. I suppose I could tell you about that. Because about all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage show.
Elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location of where the murder took place, for that is the key to this investigation.
And if you say so, Edgeworth. Testimony, the Steel Samurai show. I watched from the last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. I swear I was there in the audience. But it's hard to prove that, I suppose. I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you? Those moving scenes were seared into this old man's heart. I'll never forget them.
So you were in the theater proper watching the Steel Samurai stage show, were you?
Of course I was. I have a great fondness for the Steel Samurai. Yeah, I was pretty cool up there, wasn't I?
You're not the one who was cool. It's the Steel Samurai who was cool.
Yeah, the Steel Samurai special finishing move today was really something, huh? Hey, Edgy! Who is she? Who is this super cute girl?
She's been standing here this whole time and only now he notices her?
What am I doing? What am I doing? No, what am I doing? I don't know.
Anyway, she's been...
Never mind. Nah.
Her name is Kay Faraday, and she's helping me in my investigation.
Sorry, I didn't get to introduce myself earlier. But better late than never. Yeah, so Kay, I'm Larry, but... Silence in the Peanuts Gallery! There's no time for such trivialities at a time like this! Mr. Prosecutor, this is the final battle, you got that?
I know. This is the end. For that man there.
Now that's the kind of thing I like to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth. ... I leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Have no fear. Mr. Edgeworth is here. I will finish the job. This really is the endgame. The time has come to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies.
Rebuttal, the Steel Samurai show. I watched from the last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. Alright, if you say so, Mr. Alba, but before I get on with saying all it, I'm gonna just go ahead and save the game, of course, because that just makes a lot of sense, you know? If you didn't do that, then, I don't know. We wouldn't really be going back that far, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Hold it!
The last row. I should think that an ambassador would have had special seating reserved.
I wanted my staff to enjoy the Steel Samurai show as well. So I gave up all of the good seats for them. It was enough for me to simply see him. Hey, the Steel Samurai wasn't the only hero! Let's not forget about the big brother here! My dear madam, If you continue to thrust about like that, your hip may begin to hurt again.
Oh my! Well, aren't you the considerate person you want to be? But this young butterfly is a designer Maggie Boo! So you got to marry the flirtatious goblins!
Dot. Wow, he's completely frozen. Surprise, surprise. This is freaking Windy Oldbag we're talking about.
In frustration, perhaps. I dare say she can be one rather trying opponent. In any case, Mr. Alba, can you actually prove to us that you were watching the show?
I swear I was there in the audience. But it's hard to prove that, I suppose.
Are you admitting then that you have no way of proving to us that you were watching?
Quiet. You buzz in my ear like a pesky little fly. If you don't wish to listen quietly until the end of what I have to say, then perhaps you should pack up and get out of my way.
Nerd.
I see that you're willing to be a bit more receptive now. While it's true that it may be difficult to prove that I was out in the audience, I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you?
Well, I remember the contents of the show as well myself.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Miles Edgeworth! Who allow yourself to be riled up by him at this important juncture?
I wasn't planning to let him.
Well, if you ask me, I think I'm the biggest Steel Samurai expert around here. And didn't you think the climactic scene of today's show was just totally awesome? Yes, I remember that well. And that spectacular special move. The way you delivered the final blow against the evil magistrate. Early summer rain jab. Oh, that scene will live on in my heart forever. Is that how it went? Heh, I totally forgot about that.
How can you forget your own special moves? That's a special attack that the Steel Samurai uses when he's using the Samurai Spear.
Yes, and today was the first time they showed it off, was it not? If I hadn't watched the show, then how could I answer you with the name of the move?
I suppose you were correct, but if you could please elaborate on this point for me.
One of the scenes was his never-before-seen early summer rain jab move. Was that added testimony? In which case, if it was added testimony, that kind of confirms my suspicions.
Early summer rain jab was a move that was to be unveiled today.
And because I saw that brand new special move, I believe it confirms my alibi. How sad. The only way he's got to protect himself was that he watched the Steel Samurai. I guess this guy really has nothing else left.
Yes, and to avoid arrest, you can bet he'll say or do anything. But with all of us here, there will be no escape for him.
Yeah, we'll find a way to bring him to justice. Here comes justice! Oh, please, everyone, you knew that. You knew that had to be coming from a mile away.
Now then, let us continue with your testimony, Mr. Alba.
Very well. The Steel Samurai's special move and the various other scenes. Those moving scenes were seared into this old man's heart. I'll never forget them.
I agree. Today will be a day to remember, especially when we finally make you pay for all the wrongs you've committed.
What? Hey, that's what the Steel Samurai says when he defeats the evil magistrate. Actually, that line was just something I ad-libbed.
You may act all surprised, but naturally you remember this line, don't you?
Of course I do. I just now understand how the evil magistrate felt. That's all.
Then allow me to make you identify with the evil magistrate some more.
Hey, then that makes you the Steel Samurai, huh?
Well, if you had to complete the analogy, I suppose then yes. And I do believe it's about time to bring the curtains down on this with a bang.
You're gonna shoot him?
Kay and myself were also in the audience of the Steel Samurai stage show.
He's got nothing on the Jam Ninja, but he was still cool enough, I guess. Wasn't my brand new special finishing move totally rad?
No, don't tell me. It was you who thought up that special move?
Yep. Now what was it again? Extremely silly rain jab, was it? Was that it? No, wait, it was Stubble Breaking Chop. That doesn't sound quite right.
How can you forget a move you came up with? The final piece of Mr. Alba's alibi is that he was watching the Steel Samurai show. However, he was busy killing Mr. Kochi and should not have had the time to do so.
So then, let's see. One of those early summer rain jab move. So let's see now. Because he bent it, Larry couldn't do the early summer rain jab special attack. When did he bend it, though? Was it before the show, or was it after the show? Heck with it. Oh, that's too easy, man. It's just way too easy. And then it was wrong. I'd be like, crap. I don't know.
The special move today was the early summer rain jab. Is that your final answer?
Yes, that is my final answer.
Well then, Mr. Alba, for $1 million. Is your final answer correct? No! You were wrong! You were going to jail! How do you like that, Mr. Alba?
I was completely breaking the Edgeworth character right there, but who cares? I don't really know. You little irritating gnat. Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same question over and over?
That was not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient. However, I believe it would be wise for you to take a look at this.
The samurai spear? What about it?
The spear actually never made it on stage today.
Excuse me?
Unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai happened to be of a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness.
Question mark?
Having said that, said useless man bent the spear during his rehearsal this evening. Okay, do you remember what the Steel Samurai special move was tonight?
It was the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash. Hey.
Correct, because he couldn't use the spear. A last-minute change was made. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known the move that was used. Quirkus Alba. You didn't watch even a single minute of the Steel Samurai stage show tonight, did you?
Didn't someone testify that they saw him? So he wasn't watching the show tonight. Then it opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Koshin instead. ...
So where were you during the show? I demand an answer now. Just what is so funny?
You're so sloppy, and so are your conclusions. I still insist that I watch the show, or most of it in any case.
What do you mean by most of it?
You see, during the show I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom. I assume that was when that dramatic scene was played out on stage. That is the lousiest, lamest excuse I've ever heard in my life, pal! Just because he got the name of the move wrong. We can't really use that as proof that he didn't watch the show at all.
Nick!
As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I had wanted to watch the entire show. Honest.
As a Steel Samurai fan, for someone who wasn't even in the seat for the climax of the show, you have no right to call yourself a Steel Samurai fan ever.
Who holded it in it? Who was that just now? Hold it. It would be I, young lady.
Larry, What are you doing interrupting me like that?
Edgy! Just hold for a second, I beg. You may never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan, but I totally think he's a Steel maniac. What exactly is a Steel maniac, pal? I believe you meant to say Steel Samurai maniac.
Well, I mean, some maniac sounds like it could be a thing too, but I mean, who am I to judge, right?
Yeah, and trust me, I know a real fan when I see one because I'm the Steel Samurai.
I will never acknowledge you as the true Steel Samurai.
What are you getting us so worked up over, Mr. Edgeworth? It appears that the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan. As well as he should, for I am a fan. It's not as though I missed the entire show. It was a most amazing show filled with the spirit of the young and the young at heart. The sarcasm dripping from his long wooden nose couldn't run any thicker.
Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive. Something that links Mr. Alba directly to the murder of Mr. Manny Koshin.
You know what, Gramps? You're really something else. I am honored to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai. But what is it for? Well, I was just wondering how you found out about the early summer rain jab. That move is a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff know about.
Wait, it was a secret? Larry, wait, what did you just say?
Huh? Did I say something stupid again?
Did you say that the early summer rain jab was actually a secret?
Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret. It's more like we only decided on the name of the move right before the start of the show. Right before? Yeah, the stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on the dressing room's whiteboard. Early summer rain jab. That's kind of how we decided the name of the move. By that time, I'd already bent the sphere, so I guess the whole thing was kind of pointless. Excuse me. All of you Steel Samurai actors are the same. The directors have my complete sympathy. So basically, because we changed the moves to the sushi slash, we kind of pretended that the early summer rain jab didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if someone found out we changed the move, so we made it a secret.
So basically, a gag order was issued for publicity's sake.
It almost makes the early summer rain jab sound like a lost art. Yeah, which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the move. Hold those lips of yours still. What the heck, old man? I've done nothing but listen, and from what I can tell, it's all very unrelated to the case. It's also very tedious and a pointless exercise in wasting time, much like a kid's show.
Mr. Alba, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you.
How dare you?
I suspect that you've already noticed exactly what the very severe implications are in this man's testimony.
Ha! So now you're trying to bully me now, huh? There are no implications to be read into a behind-the-scenes story of a kid show. Don't even think about trying to slither your way out of this, Kirkus Alba.
You were the one who said it yourself. The name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab. But that name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start.
So, just what are you driving at? That the name of the move you told us was never used in the show or said aloud. ...
Now then, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move?
Because I can only think of one way you could have known.
Quirkus Alba, this is the only way you could have known the name of the special move.
I'm gonna say, oh jeez, because why not? I don't know, I don't. Well then, everyone, what do you think the answer is? I do wonder. I mean, the answer could be literally anything. Well, I mean, it could be literally everything. I don't really know. Kurosawa is the only way you could have known the name of the special move. You saw it. You asked about it. You thought it up. I highly doubt that he thought it up. I highly doubt it. You could have saw it in the... Well, I don't know. You could have saw it. That wouldn't make any sense. That'd be hearing. Maybe you heard it when they were discussing it in the thing. Maybe he was there. I don't know. I wonder. You asked about. You saw it. Couldn't be. You thought it up, could it? That'd be way too coincidental. You asked about it. Dang it!
You knew the name because you asked about it. You asked a member of the staff, that is.
Hey now, didn't that samurai say just a few seconds ago that the people who knew were ordered to keep quiet about the move? I somehow doubt that he could have simply asked someone who'd gotten an answer. Well, he was an ambassador, so I mean, I don't know, maybe
they make an exception for him.
Besides, even if what you said were the case, what do we learn from that?
Not much, actually. Not if Mr. Alba had asked a staff member, I suppose. I was wrong? Mr. Alba, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move?
Because I can only think of one way you could have known.
Quirkus Alba, blah 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 blah.
You saw it.
You knew the name because you saw it. You saw it on the dressing room's whiteboard. ... The staff members who knew were keeping it a secret. So you couldn't have simply gone up to a staff member and asked. Which means that the only other option left is that you saw it on the whiteboard.
So that means that Mr. Alba was in the waiting room at some point, right? But what's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means.
There was another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room. So we can't afford to let this slide. This is related to both the dressing room and to Mr. Kochin's murder.
Is this the point where I finally present the freaking hot dogs? Present for embassy staff. Oh, yeah, it's a present. No! What? It was a present. What? Oh, I'm so confused.
There's a very close connection between this and the dressing room.
And what sort of connection would that be?
It's a bit difficult to recognize at first glance. However...
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, I only trust what I can see. And when it comes to evidence, I think everyone here agrees with me.
It would appear that this piece of evidence was not what I was looking for. Yes, well, this time I will present to you the real piece that will prove my point. This will relate to both the dressing room and to Mr. Kochin's murder.
To the dressing room and Mr. Kochin's murder, huh? What could it be?
I wonder what it could be.
I don't really know what the answer is. I'm gonna be guilty. He gave him money. I don't know. What? What if it was it though? I don't know. How is it related to both things and stuff? And I don't really know, man. Huh? I wonder. I like how it's like received from Ambassador Kirkus Alba. Like, wow, I received his wound. I didn't know that. Wait a second. Did he bend it on Alba?
I'm going out on a super big limb right now.
No! Now then, I believe I must end the game here. You've had enough fun, haven't you? Mr. Edgeworth, if you don't do something, he's going to get away. I've already confessed. What else do you want from me?
No. I have yet to obtain the truth behind tonight's events.
Do you think I really care about... He's saying the same thing he did before, didn't he? Now since I'm yeah. I suppose so, anyway. What the heck is the answer? I don't know! I don't believe we'll be meeting again. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. So many people here. Good nerk, is this really game over?
It's the same thing, but just more people in the room this time. Like, it's like gradually just getting more and more people in this room for every ending that happens. It's still the same ending, but just more people. It's like, oh, more people get to witness my failure. Sweet. I'm glad to know that! Alright, you saw it. Whatever. I guess we get to save a strike on this one here. You saw it because of things. Staff members. How long was this anyway? Was it like really short? Was it not really short? Because the only other option left that you saw on the whiteboard to me that Mr. Al was in the waiting room at some point, right? But what's the big deal, see? You see what I mean? Big deal with his dressing room. We can't afford to let it slide. No! Ah, that was it. Ah, man. Take that. No. But seriously though, this is related to both. What is related to both exactly? Flower motifs, petals, and the autographs who stole this from the embassy is also knife. What is that? I don't know, man. What does this have to do? Doc related to smuggling and badly thinking of going to Mr. Koshi. Does that have anything to do with anything? I don't think so. And we're still holding these, so I don't friggin' know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. What could it be? It's related to both the dressing room and Mr. Wait, no. That cannot be right at all. I was gonna say, like, what if there was a thing that actually Mr. Koshin actually was not killed with that, but he was killed with a samurai spear? But no, that wouldn't make any sense, because, like, that just contradicts literally everything we just worked for the entire time. I don't think that could be it. What are the samurai dogs for? That's what I want to know. What, man? What was it? I just want to know the answer! Check out the attribute have you seen Mr. Alba's bouquet? I don't know, man. I do not know. I did just present that, I think, right? So...
yeah, you were not actually murdered by that, or you're not actually wounded by the Mask 2. You were wounded by the samurai spear and Larry's... he's being stupid or something. I don't really know. So the boss... I feel... is that it?
Take that!
I'm dumb. Surprise! I'm dumb, everyone! I'm dumb! Ah!
The push cart that was used to move the body was right there in the dressing room.
I'm dumb! Gosh!
During the show, the push cart awaited its turn to be pushed on stage in the dressing room. And it was finally pushed there along with the Iron Infant in the last scene of the show. And then right after the show ended, it went into Alabasta along with the Steel Samurai. Which means that the only time the killer could have placed the body inside the push cart was when the push cart was in the dressing room backstage.
So basically, the killer has to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show.
Precisely.
Oh, but wait, what if... this is just a what if. What if the murder didn't take place in the dressing room? Well, what do you mean, Kay?
I have to admit, she brings up a valid possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people.
Anyone going into the private dressing room would stand out like a sore thumb. But despite that, the killer still managed to move the body with a push cart.
Correct. It is because of the setup of the theater's dressing room that it would be the ideal location for the murder Manny Koshin. ... Quirkus Alba, during the show you went down to the dressing room. And I want to know why.
Yes. Yes, I was there. I went into the dressing room. I knew it! I'm placing you under arrest right now, pal. You got that? Arrest! Not so fast. What is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to explain myself?
Explain? What is there to explain?
I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, I got lost when I did. I wanted to ask for directions, but when I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. And that's when I saw the name of the movie on the whiteboard. punk. Still trying to get out of this. Do you really think they can get away at this point? Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there anything you can do to stop him?
I don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything. I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. But if that's what I need, then perhaps. Agent Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room in question is in order. It's possible that we may find new evidence there.
Yeah, if Mr. Edgeworth pokes around in there, I'm sure he'll find some new facts, pal. Oh, and if we use a little thief, we may even learn something from a recreation. We don't need to do any of that. What? Wolfie? How could you, Wolfie? I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. My men really are something else. And they found nothing? There's only one thing I can say to you, sis. And it's that they found nothing. That's it. I guess you're right. If they found something, they would have reported it to us. They couldn't find anything because there was nothing there to hide. And there is no info to feed in a little thief. And I can't do too much to help either.
Is this the end? The murder took place in this theater, which is not protected under extraterritorial rights. And the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder. If I can't prove both statements to be true, Mr. Alba walks away a free man. Is there no other course of action left to us?
It would appear that your hand of cards has turned out to be a bust. Now if you will excuse me, because of you people I missed my flight. Now I must make haste to arrange for a new one. Who is it this time?
Hold it! Hold it right there, you whippersnappers!
Alright, first Larry and now you?
What is it with the scary monster like scowl on your face, Boo? Don't do me like I'm some sort of nuisance! I've been meaning to say this, but all you keep talking about things I don't get at all! You're only missing lady in his hand and passing lonely to dust that I'm at the crying!
Why do you have to speak up right at this instant?
Well, we're gonna find out why she spoke up right at this very instant on the next exciting episode, of course. Because why not? I don't know, jeez. Where did Zeke LeBlanc go? We need that guy to come back. He was... Honestly, I don't know. I'm just thinking... I feel like he's probably my favorite side character in this game, just because... I don't know. I like voicing him. He's kind of extreme in a way. Oh, but anyway, though. Oh, that was a thing indeed. Well, either way, like I said, we'll find out about things and what's not. Now, I forgot to actually make mention of this last episode. I'll tell a quick story since this is the end of the episode anyway. I never actually updated on this publicly. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why, but I actually got a new job just recently, a few days ago. Well, not actually, more than a few days ago. Like a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, as of when this episode actually comes out, but only a few days ago when I'm recording this. I did get a new job, actually. Probably wondering, what happened to your old job, man? That didn't actually work out, so I actually stopped working that quite a while ago, actually. I just never updated on that. Whoops. Okay, whatever. My bad, everyone, my bad. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you just forget to update on that. But anyway, I'm doing a new job now. I'm actually working at an aquarium, a night shift. Ugh, it's kind of ugly. I basically do some grunt work basically because like I need to make money to pay back my college student loans and whatnot because I graduated, in case you forgot about that. So I have to pay those back at some point, so gotta get a job. And the fact that I've been off that other job, I worked that job for like 2 or 3 weeks. It really wasn't that long, actually. I thought it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. That's really all there was to it. It wasn't like a lack of effort. It wasn't like a bad job or anything. It just wasn't for me, unfortunately. But regardless, though, I finally got another job, and it's at an aquarium. And ironically enough, there was a fire. Well, not really. I mean, sort of, but not really. There was a smoke, so there was a fire risk that we thought. So we evacuated the building. Like I said, I'm working the night shift there, so it's like the hours are basically like 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. You know, those are great hours, aren't they now? So basically, I won't be able to do any nighttime recording anymore. I have to basically do my recording exclusively in the afternoon, which is not too bad. I mean, luckily I can record in the afternoon, so this new job should not have an effect on my recording schedule because, well, yeah, I don't know. It just shouldn't because it just isn't. That's the case. But regardless, though, okay, continuing my story though, there was actually a fire. Well, we thought there was a fire, which is kind of weird. It was my first day on the job, and there was a bunch of smoke, like about an hour and a half before we were done for the day. Making great time. It was like, okay, we'll just do that, and then we're gonna be done. And oh, there's smoke. Well, that's cool, I guess. Then what do? I don't know. So we just kind of stood there waiting while the people investigated, and they told us to evacuate. So we basically evacuated the building, and we were outside for about an hour while the 10 fire trucks, a couple cops, and an ambulance showed up. We even had the local news show up. It was like, okay, well, this is cool, I guess. Oh, that was an eventful first day, everyone. Kind of weird though. You wouldn't think like there'd be a fire hazard in an aquarium of all places, but go figure, everyone. Go figure. Anyway, though, that was my story of the day. If you have any other questions about that that I forgot to cover, feel free to ask. Let me know what you want to know, and I'll try to answer those. Maybe on the next well, not the next episode, but probably in the comments at the very least. Because I do want to finish this up very soon. It's the first day I've actually been able to record in a while. I don't know why I didn't record. Why didn't I record before? Was I just trying to catch up on my sleep? Maybe that was it. I don't freaking know. Regardless, though, everyone, I will see you all later. Things are gonna happen. The end is very soon. It's crazy. I don't know. Well, anyway, bye.